How are you, Louie?
Hey, how you doing, Conan?
Good to see you.
Hey, Conan, how are you?
That's more like it.
Okay.
We need pep on this show. How are you? How was your Columbus Day? Was it fun?
Good. I went down to the village. They had a big festival. I like going to, things where there's a big outdoor area with lots of people. I just like stand. If you stand in a big crowd of people, you could just stand there and go, Jimmy! Billy! And nobody even looks at you, And I went, they had those games where you try to win the stuffed dog, you end up paying like $200 for like an $8. I won these 2 giant stuffed dogs, and I was by myself, So I'm walking around with these big. I felt stupid, except for when I was at the festival, I was like the hero of everybody around me, So I was going, Jesus, look at that guy. Those dogs are huge. He's the best. And I'm like, yes, look at my dog. And fear me. The clown with the balloon on his head was no match for me. But, but then when you get farther away from the festival, people start going, what's with the idiot with the giant dog? You lose your credibility.
You should have brought them on the show.
I would have.
I think the whole audience would have been impressed.
Well, I got in a big fight with the giant dogs. They have an attitude,
Yeah. That can happen.
Louie, we've known, how long have we known each other? About 4 years now or something, since you first started working on the show. You're an ambitious guy and everything. You are. You're a very talented guy, an ambitious guy. I want to know, Louie, seriously, just talk to me. What are your goals? What do you want out of life? Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what my plan is. Okay, this is what I want. This is my dream. I want to change my name first, from Louie to Farty McCrablice. That's going to be my new name. All right. And then, once my name is Farty McCrablice, I'm going to go and cure like a really important disease. Because then everybody has to like say my name with joy, And Dan Rather will have to say, today, Farty McCrablice.
He may refuse to say it.
I don't know.
I don't think could be a more admirable goal than
that's
that,
it.
Louie.
That's all I want.
Have a little time to kill. Go up to somebody you don't know and just start a conversation.
Just any conversation?
Well, the fun way to do it, don't start the conversation in the beginning. Just start it in the middle. Try it. Just like walk up to a guy in a store and just go, yeah, well, how do you think I feel? Just knock on your neighbor's door when they open it, just go, so that's why he was being like that.
Well, wait, do you like talking to strangers? You enjoy that?
I do. It's weird in New York, though, because you never know who you're talking to, and you don't know what kind of person they are. Like, have you ever been talking to somebody, and it's a stranger, and it's just, you think you're having a conversation, and then you realize that you're talking to a guy who's just nuts? It's like, he's completely crazy, but you don't... I got on the subway once, and it took a long time, the subway to come, and me and this guy got on. And he's got like a suit and tie and a briefcase, and he looked all right. We're sitting there, and he goes, wow, I thought the train would never come, And I was like, yeah. And he says, well, it's hot, it's brutal. And I was like, yeah, it's hot. And then he says, yeah, I didn't even shave today. And I didn't know what that meant. But I was like, yeah, it's hot. Yeah, I didn't shave. And then he says, you gonna tattle on me? And that's when I realized, oh, you're crazy! You're nuts! Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was having a conversation with a guy. And he had a briefcase, like that means anything. It's probably filled with parts of his mother or something,
You need something to carry it in, Well, I would think, especially for you, you're a writer, you're a comedian, you would want to feed off the craziness here in New York. You would like that.
Well, it makes it hard to be just civil, that everybody's nuts, because, like say you see somebody and you want to help them out on the street, you're afraid to help them because they'll think you're nuts. So you just go to hell with them, let them suffer. Because what happened to me, I was getting off the subway. I was getting off the train.
You're on the subway a lot.
I spent a lot of time in there. Well, they closed the peep booths. So I have nowhere else to go now. But I got off the train, and there was this old lady getting off in front of me, and she goes to the booth, the guy at the token booth, and she says, "Excuse me, how do I get to Canal Street?" I just happened to notice that she asked him, and and the guy in the booth's like, What? So she kind of goes, that's pretty much the response that she got. So she goes in that direction, towards there.
Right.
And the thing is, I was going to Canal Street, so I knew the way. So I'm walking behind her, and like a couple of minutes later, she starts going the wrong way.
Right.
So I go, I tapped her on the shoulder and I said, excuse me, Canal Street's that way. And she was like, whoa! Like I scared the hell out of her. Because how do you know why I know
Right.
where the hell she's going?
Right.
I'm just some guy who, hey, it's Canal Street, you know. So she's like clutching her purse and she's all weirded out. And I was like, no, I heard you ask the guy, please, just Canal Street's that way. You shouldn't go that way. And she's like, okay. So she starts going, and here's the thing. I have to go there too. But I can't like follow her now, you know, hey, let's go to Canal Street. You know, I can't like walk behind her.
Right.
So what I did, I just didn't go. I just changed my whole day. I should have just stabbed her. Yes! That's what you should have done. Get on with my errand. Oh, I had a dream last night. I had a, can I tell you about it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I had like, it was a gay dream. And I didn't know I was having a gay dream. It was, okay, here's what it was. I was at a cafe with a friend of mine, and in Italy, we're like in an outdoor cafe, and we're having like espresso or something, and these two Italian boys come up like on scooters, you know, and they go, they say, come swimming with us, we're going swimming, come on. And it's a dream, so we're like, yeah, what the hell, we'll go swim with these kids, you know, why not? So I get on the back of the kid's scooter, you know, we go into the mountains, and we get to this beautiful lake, and they take their clothes off and they start swimming, and they go, come into the water, don't be afraid, it's beautiful, come and swim with us. So me and my friend are taking our clothes off, and I asked him, is this gay to swim with Italian boys? And then my friend goes, no.
Right.
I was like, yeah, you know, you're right. So I'm making out with one of them. And it hits me, of course this is gay. Yeah. What the hell was I thinking about? This is completely gay.
Yeah, that's gay.
That's gay.
Now, what kind of, do you have just showbiz friends, or do you have any friends outside showbiz, people you just hang out with?
I like to have a variety of friends, you know. People in showbiz are just one kind of person, but like I have this friend who tells stories a lot, and like have you ever had a friend who tells a story and it's really long, and they don't know that you just don't care? Have you ever had a friend who's just a complete idiot? Have you ever had a friend where you just look at me and go, what? I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah.
Well, my friend will tell me this, he's telling me this long story, and I tune out, because I don't care.
Right.
It's not interesting. I'm not listening.
Right.
And so he's telling a story about his mother, right? And then he stops, he changes to a new story about his cat. But I don't know, because I'm not listening to anything that he's saying. So I still think he's talking about his mother. And then I start tuning back in, because he sounds like he's going to stop. And he's saying stuff like, anyway, so she took a big crap on the floor this afternoon. And I don't want to seem like I'm listening. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, my mother craps all over the place.
You're a good friend.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy.
I was trying to go, but people are too afraid of Harlem, you know? Like everybody, when you move to New York, they say, oh, you can't go to Harlem, because as soon as you get there, they kill you. Like, it's just the way. As soon as you arrive, they stab you in the face. You just get murdered, which is stupid. I've been to Harlem, and people there, they have a lot of stuff to do. You know, they're busy. They're not just standing around waiting for lost white people to kill all day. Like they're just right outside the subway entrance. Come on, come on! There's always excuses for racism, you know? Like, I met this guy from the South, and he was really racist, and I asked his friend, why is he like that? And his friend goes, oh, well, he was born on a farm. What kind of farm was that, you know? Maybe the animals were racist, you know? Just walking around, the animals are like, Jews! Jews! Black! Black! Jews! Black! Black! Jews! Oh, that is a racist.
That's terrible. That's awful.
Actually, it's not really racist to just say blacks and Jews, I guess. Just to say.
Just to say it.
Yeah, although it wouldn't be really cool to like stand on the subway platform and just go, blacks and Jews! Blacks and Jews! I'm not being racist. I'm saying blacks and Jews! Blacks and Jews, blacks and Jews! Blacks and Jews! Blacks and Jews! It's okay! Blacks and Jews!
And Slap, I understand you do some impressions. Is that right? Now,
oh,
we
yes,
gotta get on some
okay.
impressions.
All right, here's one. This is my impression of a guy with really bad eyesight. All right, just a guy with really bad eyesight. Is that a pig? Oh, no, it's a glass of water. Blacks and Jews!
We had some trouble getting a hold of you.
I call somebody from your office called me, and then I called back, but I didn't. I dialed wrong. And have you ever gotten a wrong number, and the person that you get can't believe that someone could get a wrong number? Like, they're just blown away. They don't take it. I got some old lady. I called her, like, hi. Some guy, Mike, I was like, hi, is Mike there? And she's like, what? Who is this? What do you want from me? She freaked out, you know, like, her phone rings every 40 years, and it was me this time. And so I kept redialing her all day and going, put Mike on her, I'll kill you. You're gonna, I'm going to come get you. Me and Mike, you're going to murder you. No. I used to always like when the phone rang anytime, but now it rings like 20 times a day, and it's solicitors and stuff. And I got that call today where hold calls you. Have you ever gotten a call and, hello, this is an important call. Please hold on. And I'm in my house. I'm on hold. I didn't call anybody. Anyway, it was my mother because she works for MCI and she's trying to get me to switch. And no, you know who calls me every day though? AT&T calls me every day, and they're like, "Hi, this is AT&T. Would you like to have AT&T?" And I'm like, that's the whole thing. Would you like to have it? It's AT&T. And I'm like, that's what I have. I have it. That's what we're talking on right now. Well, do you want some more? They never give up, too, because I tell them every time, I'm like, I have. No, but it's good, though. You should. I know, I have it. I'm happy with it. But couldn't you still get it? It's like calling me and going, hi, would you like to be a guy on the phone? I am a guy on the phone. That's what I...
Are you, I don't know if you are, but are you worried about this Y2K thing? Are you worried about the year 2000?
Not really. I heard a new angle on it that some people are like, I'm not going to have to pay my bills. Woo! Y2K! Gonna clean it out. Woo! I ain't paying nothing. Woo! Woo! They're going to forget who I am. And I don't buy that because I think there'll be this new rule like, okay, we all know that you all owe people money, so just all poor people just have to give rich people money. Just give it. It's like $100 a week. Just give some rich people.
That's the system they're going to come up with?
Yeah.
This is a very cynical, almost political view from you. Are you leaning that way? Are you going to become one of those political comedians?
Not really. No, I don't really care about anything. But,
Good.
Yeah. Well, I think people are too quick to... People love to tear stuff down just because it's fun to get angry, you know? Like, you hear people, like, agreeing on the most insane... People like, oh, yeah... I hear people say, like, yeah, doctors suck, man. Who needs doc... And everybody around them goes like, yeah. Yeah, doctors can kiss my ass. What are you talking about? Doctors are good. Yeah, the post office. The hell with the post office, man. When people are like, yeah. Yeah, the post office sucks. It's like that, you know that old 60s song that, sign, everywhere sign. Remember that song?
Yeah,
the guy got really mad at signs.
Right.
You know, it's like, the whole song, he's like, breaking up the scenery, breaking my mind.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh, okay, well, no more signs then. No more stop signs. Take them down. Who needs those, you know?
They're breaking my mind.
Yeah, they're messing me up, you know? Who needs those stop signs, you know? And at the end of the song, he's like, so I made my own little sign, and it said I'm doing fine. Well, see, he's a hypocrite. You know? The whole song's about signs are awful, and then he's like,
Right.
What makes it go? I hate that guy.
That guy's a bad guy.
He's awful. And then even, I hate to go on about a 30-year-old song for 10 minutes, but then there's a part in the middle where he goes, I saw a sign said, long-haired freaky people, need not apply.
Right.
And first of all, no, you didn't. You didn't see the sign. You're a liar. He's trying to get people mad about something that he made up.
Never a sign.
And
Yeah.
it's not fair.
But I bet you, in your theory, I bet it's right. I bet people have heard that song and like get into it.
Like, yeah, signs. Get out of here. People just love to just agree, you know.
Yeah.
It's like when people use old sayings that we've all decided are true, and we don't even know how they connect to what you're talking about. And you just do half of them now. It's like, yeah, I went in Rome. Yeah, bird in the hand, and everybody's like, yeah, bird in the hand. Well, nobody knows the back. I do my own second half now, and people agree if you say it with enough. Like, yeah, bird in the hand is like a man in the sand. Like, yeah, no, that's true. I'm not gonna go back there next time. Or whatever, like, yeah, when in Rome, you gotta grab the hand of a badger's dad. Like, yeah, man.
Stop breaking my mind.
True, breaking my mind.
You just got married?
Yes,
This is a nice
did.
thing. This is a happy thing.
Yeah.
You just got married. This is great.
I did, yeah.
I mean, how long you think this is? You're in this for the long haul. I mean, how long you think this will last?
A couple of weeks, you know.
That's right
good,
for
isn't it?
now. Yeah. And you've got some good news. You just got a new dog. We were talking about it before the show. This is
Yes,
nice.
I did. I got a dog, and she's a puppy. She's great. And the thing is, it really changes your perspective on life, having a dog. Like, you never thought that you would be happy to see a big pile of poo, you know, until it's 5 in the morning and you're walking her and you're, come on. And then finally, and you're like, yes, poo! Poo! Ah, I love poo!
Why do you rub it on you?
That's just, I'm celebrating. Yes, poo. You're supposed to pick it up. So.
Yeah. Well, I know, because I would think it'd be hard for you to be up walking the dog early, because you're not a morning person.
No, I hate the morning. I hate it. I like breakfast, though. I like to eat breakfast. I have eggs every morning, and I always have my eggs a different style. You know, like today I had eggs Chicago style. Do you know how?
No, I don't know what that
Eggs Chicago style is where you're eating your eggs, and while you're eating them, you go, Chicago, yeah, woo! Chicago, Chi-town, woo!
Uh-huh. Really?
Sometimes I have my eggs St. Louis style, too. St. Louis style. Do you like eggs St. Louis style?
Yeah.
Yes, that's where you fry the egg, and then you eat it, and then you go get on the bus and masturbate till they kick you off. You like that kind, right?
Those people that were applauding ain't applauding now.
No?
That's when they were like, yes, we're coming. What? You got them. You've been on the road? You've been traveling around?
Yes, I was in some town, doesn't matter. And I was I was in a small town walking around. I like to just go see not tourist attractions, but just where people live, you know. And I went by a high school, and there was a game going on, a football game. And so I went down to the game, and it's not like a Giants game. There's no security. You just walk right down onto the field. And there was a pile of uniforms, and I thought, I had this fantasy of like putting a uniform on and just mix with the team, you know, and just stand there going, yeah, come on, let's get in there! You know, and they'll be like, that kid's weird. What's with that bald fag kid? How do you get on the team?
Yeah.
You know?
Why is he covered in poo?
Yeah. And just run out on the field, woo, you know.
Well, did you ever play football?
Well, I played in high school for a little while. We were a terrible team that we were the worst. We didn't even have a good football nickname, like the Tigers or the Bears or something. We were called the Chocolate Santas. Just depressing.
Yeah, it is depressing. Yeah. Now you keep up on the news. You're one of those comedians that likes to keep up on what's going on in the newspapers.
Yeah, once in a while I'll see a little story that surprises me.
Right.
As the other day I was reading about there was people in Kansas City. In Maine, they're passing some sort of gay rights law. So people from Kansas City are traveling there in buses to protest it. Which always amazes me when people are angry that someone's gay in another area that they don't know. People they'll never, oh, there's a gay guy somewhere. Oh, you know, they just get... And they organize and they march. Stop being gay in that town I'll never go to. You know, they just get hurt. Like, I don't know how it stops them from their... I I picture guys mowing his lawn, and then he's like, "Oh, I can't do it! Somewhere there's gay guys. I can't cut the grass."
That's hard for them.
Yeah.
What kind of people were giving you advice early on, showbiz advice?
Oh, I remember back when I started doing stand-up, there was a guy, his name was Neil Shea, this guy who was like an old showbiz guy, you know? And he's the kind of old guy who, he's the kind of person, you know, people that if you tell him good news, he's happy for you, but he sounds like he's in pain also. I'll be him, right? And you'll tell me some good news, and I'll show you how he would, okay. Hey, Conan, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing real good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. My sister just had a baby.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh! He was like that. Anyway, so that guy he like kind of, all the young comics liked this guy, and he used to give us advice. And he had this thing he used to say, you gotta remember the 45 P's of success. Yeah, usually it's like the 3 S's or something, right? The 45 P's. He was like, the poise, personality, perfection, point at things you want, put yourself in better places, pretend that you're successful, paint a picture of nice things,
The last 30 were just that noise. Oh, sounds like a good advice though. All of it.
Yeah,
point at things you want.
Best advice I ever got. My father used to try to give me advice when I was a little kid, but when I was a child, he wasn't very good at talking to kids. My dad. Like I got beat up in school once, and I told my dad about it, and I asked for advice, and he made me memorize this speech to say in school. I was in 3rd grade, and I'm standing in the schoolyard, and I'm like, gentlemen, I appeal to your better nature. Treat me as your equal, not as your plaything. You know.
How did that work out?
My ass.
And I was walking out there, and I saw a beautiful woman, very attractive from behind. You know, I saw her walking ahead of me. So what do? You have to, yes, anything to see the front. Right. You have to. It's a weird, you'll like knock people over. Just, guys do this. Yeah. I'm married. I have no intention of meeting her. I got to see the front. You know, you have to. It's horrible. It's some instinct where you used to knock them over or whatever it was. I don't know why, but you know, so I kind of ran into traffic and ahead of her, and it was my father. It was really embarrassing. But, you know, turns out it's my dad.
I hate it when that happens.
He's got long hair and he's got a nice ass, and I just sometimes.
I hear your dad has a killer ass.
He does. He does.
Now,
he works it. He works that ass.
Now you're a good man, and I mean this in the sense that he is. This is a guy, you don't know this about Louis, but Louis, this is true. You're very socially aware. You volunteer your time, you support different causes, isn't that true?
Well, I care about certain things, like animals. You know, I think you shouldn't bother or yell at them or anything like that. You know?
Is that the bumper sticker on your car? Don't yell at animals?
Don't yell. Just kind of, you know. No, I don't do much about it, but my friend was buying some tuna once, and I asked him, you know, are you getting the kind that is dolphin safe, that doesn't hurt? And he's one of these guys who's just contrary, just, you know, to be like, so what? Who gives a crap? Who cares? Screw that. Screw the dolphin. For no reason. Just say, so what? Screw that. You know, just anything you're saying. Right. And so I said, well, but it's cool to kill dolphins, you know. And he said, well, what about the tuna? What about the tuna? Why isn't it cool to kill the tuna? And I said, that's stupid, you know, because everybody knows that all tuna are holes. I mean, everybody knows. They're arrogant. They're racist.
They're racist?
They are.
I didn't know that.
Very selfish. Stupid. It's all you dolphin in a tuna.